Can you stop doing that?
Yes, they were.
Yes, they were.
Were.
That's from my cousin Vinny, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Marissa Tomei is really hot.
Yeah, she is hot. She is hot.
Even as an older woman.
Yeah, but not in like Handmaid's Tale.
She's still hot though.
Yeah. You see her in The Wrestler?
Hot. She's hot everywhere. Welcome back to the Basement Yard.
Oh, didn't see you guys there.
Didn't see you guys there. Welcome back to the Basement Yard. This is our Patreon exclusive episode that is only available to you sexy bitches, dude. I would tell you that you're disgusting, but I spent maybe 20 minutes sending you voice notes of every time I farted last night.
Each one was funnier than the other one.
Should I play them? Is that too much?
No, play those farts.
All right, cool.
I want to grade them too.
All right, sorry. But so yesterday we went to dinner, and it was like a lot of dairy, but it also was just like a lot of food.
Yeah.
And
you guys ate a lot more food than me last night.
Yeah, so I had some stuff going on, and this is we're doing
you can. Yeah, you can.
Okay. These are employees, sir. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from Greg.
That one's insane.
Hold on, Greg. Yo, hold on. I'm recording on the Basement Yard right now, so I'm gonna call you back in a little bit. Wait, hold on. Okay, you're live now.
Wow. What should we talk about?
Plug your show, you idiot.
Who's that guy? I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, no one does.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Plug your show.
What'd you say?
Have a fantastic episode.
Greg,
Thank you so much.
Greg, where can they find you on the internet?
You know what? Just listen to other people's live podcasts.
There you go.
That's where you can find me.
On Apple Music, Spotify, where else? SoundCloud?
I don't think there's podcasts on Apple Music.
Oh, no, there's not.
It's iTunes.
Get back to it. I'm sure you're covering, the Mueller report.
Yeah, we are. We're going over, a lot of politics, Trump or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Okay, so you got right in the middle of my fart. He messed that up, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, replay that fart.
Yeah.
This one is...
Why'd you say that so violently? Replay that fart.
Replay that fucking fart now.
Yeah, this one's kind of, it's comes in parts. Mind you, I was watching The Office at the time, so you might hear some Michael Scott in the background.
How is that a real fart? That's 6 farts.
It was coming out of me. It was just, that was it. And then there was a crazy one. This one sounded just...
But it looks like
That's insane. It's just wild, man.
That sounded wet. Like that.
No.
Like,
they were all super dry.
but you know those farts that like shake your ass cheeks, kind of.
No,
Like
nothing was shaking.
like if you put a really slow-mo camera by your ass, like those ones that are super slow, like where they hit people in the face and their whole face shakes. Your ass would just go like this. It would have little waves of ass.
Maybe. Got more. I laughed at that one.
No, did you shit before or after those farts?
I don't know. Honestly, it's all.
Where's
blurry.
the fart that went flip?
Flip?
Yeah, it was like the last fart. The last fart went flip.
Hold on. Let me see.
You hear the air before it? Play it one more time.
I can't believe we're doing.
You can hear the air before it goes quaff, whip.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find. Where's our text thread here?
Quaff, whip.
Come on, dog. Oh man, the boy was butt sneezing heavy yesterday.
Flip.
Yeah, so I don't want to get at you for burping into the microphone.
No.
Technically, I just farted into the mic. But yeah, it was a situation yesterday. I actually don't really feel well today either.
I don't feel great either. I think it's the dairy.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of dairy food.
We had a lot of food, and I don't eat like that. So when I eat like a lot of food, no matter what, I'm gonna like not feel well, and then eating like creamy dairy goodness.
Yeah. And then some like sugary drinks.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
All of it's just not great. Yeah, and probably not drinking enough water.
What time did you get home?
We left at the same time.
Yeah, but we live in different places.
Oh, I don't know. What time do we leave that place?
Like 9:30.
Yeah, so I was probably home at like 10,
How far?
10:15.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I've gotten home before you.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
I mean,
But
getting uptown is like hard.
Tell me about it. I don't know if I'll ever move though.
In your whole life?
No, like I'll move apartments, but like I was so like, yeah, I want to get out of the city, but now I can't leave
Why?
because I like it too much.
But you don't utilize the city.
What are you talking about? I go out all the time.
Hey, you walk around?
Yeah,
I know.
but like I'm not like, oh man, let's do the MoMA on Wednesday
Yeah.
and let's do this. But like I go out. I go out all the time now. There's usually not a weekend where I don't go out now.
Yeah, you're a streetwalker.
I am a streetwalker. And then I'm usually hanging out with you wherever you end up going, or I went away for a week.
You know what's crazy? This is truth. You the other day on Friday, you were like, "Yo, let's hang out. What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm not doing shit." So we hung out.
Yeah.
How many times do you think that's happened?
Me initiating it?
Or just us hanging out, like having a plan and then going out and we just do that? I don't know if that's ever
That
happened.
just involves us?
Yeah,
I
don't know if
that
we've ever
doesn't
done
that doesn't involve filming or anything.
yeah.
Yeah, probably like 5 times.
I can't even name another time.
There's times that we've hung out, but it's like we were supposed to do something that day, but we never did it.
And then we went and did
And
shit.
then, yeah, and then we went and did shit. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the same thing. Like we actually
Yeah,
made plans.
I
to
meant
hang
like
out.
to be like, yo, we don't have like no, we're not working, we're off.
Yeah.
Like let's hang out.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we've ever done that.
And then, well, we were gonna get dinner tonight, but then we realized we had too much shit we had to do.
I just also can't do that.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought about that the other day when you were like, hey, you want to hang out? And then I was like, yeah. I was like, let's fucking do something. And then I was just like, wait, I don't think we've.
I think it's a good balance, though. We see each other a lot.
Yeah, if I hung out with you like outside of work too.
Oh, we would hate each other.
I mean, it would take a couple months, but then eventually I'd be like, get this motherfucker.
Yeah, I think if you hang out with anybody too much,
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like, dude, like I can't stand you. You know,
for sure.
there's moments I'm probably out here, and you're just like, get this guy out of here.
Honestly, not really.
Oh, nice.
Unless like I'm trying to beat it, and I'm like, please,
Yeah,
leave,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Have you ever waited for a friend to leave and just been like, dude, I want to jerk off so bad, like just get out? You don't tell them get out, but in your head, you're really like that.
Oh yeah.
I even like till this day, I'll still want some people to get out so I can have my way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're on the same page there. I thought you were gonna call me
Oh
weird.
no, this has happened recently within the last 2 months.
Yeah. It's just
I've been
dude,
like, oh man, as soon as this dude leaves, I'm fucking busting it open. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, it happens.
So I went to therapy.
Hold on.
Sorry.
You know what? I don't want to skip over masturbation. There's an
No,
opportunity.
I'm coming right back to masturbation.
Oh,
Yeah, I talked about it in therapy.
masturbation?
Yeah. Because, like, all right, in my therapy sessions, I usually get me out of the way really quick, and then I go on to, like, world issues. So, like, by world issues, I'll ask, like, yo, like, why? More like, why do you think people do this?
Oh, I thought
Like-
you meant like, how are we gonna fix world? Hunger.
No.
It's like,
no,
I don't fucking know.
No, but, like, I'll be like, because, like, the first thing I asked them, I said, do you consider people who smoke cigarettes to be the same addicts as people who smoke crack? Do you think like they're addicts, like they have the same kind of
They have an addiction.
right?
Okay.
But one's more severe, but people could argue that the other one's worse, or vice versa, long term or something like that. So we had like that conversation first.
Okay.
We settled on crack was worse, by the way.
Oh, that's where I think most people.
Yeah. But that's just like, and then I asked him. I said, you know what? Do you think masturbating when you're in a relationship is healthy for your relationship? And
Nice.
He said yes.
You think he thinks it is healthy?
He thinks it is healthy.
Okay.
Because, and I was like, and I asked him, I was like, why do I have to watch porno though? And he was saying that it all just comes back to like fantasy
Yeah.
and like maybe having things that you don't have in the bedroom, or things you'd be afraid to do in the bedroom, or just stuff that is not realistic.
Uh huh.
And I was like, all right, but is it healthy to watch porn? I asked him.
Right.
And then like I kept like asking him another digging, yes. And he was like, yeah, but porn and masturbation, just like everything, in moderation.
Right.
And I fucking bursted out laughing because that's how he said it. Masturbation, like everything, is good in moderation.
Yeah.
So I was like, I started dying laughing. But I think people can be addicted to porn as they could be addicted to cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean, addiction is addiction.
It's the same.
It's one thing.
But do you think it's the same? It's the same gene.
Yeah.
Like if you're addicted to smoking cigarettes,
I don't think
there's a chemical that's actually addicting.
But I don't think. Right. Yeah. But I don't think. Yeah. But I think addiction is just.
Well,
Addiction.
have you guys ever talked to a porn addict on OPL?
Yeah.
And what do they say?
I honestly that was a long time ago, so I don't want to like
Butcher it.
But what I will say is I know they like what I came to as being like whatever, because I feel like every guy goes through a phase where they're like, oh my god, am I addicted to porn? And then you try to like stop and be like, what? But you're not. Like the thing
I
is,
remember
like,
in my early 20s I thought I was, and then I was just like, nah, I'm all right.
because you start asking around and your friends are like, oh dude, I jerk off every day.
That's usually what happens.
And I'm like, oh okay, I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, I dabble, but like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sell myself short.
Well, sometimes I go on a hidden streak and it's just, you know.
Oh, man, I'm fucking the Joe DiMaggio
I'm
jerking
fucking
off.
DJ LeMahieu out there just letting them go into the outfield. Runners in scoring position. No, but I think that an addiction is something that gets in the way of your actual, like your real life. So if you can't sit here right now because you're like, I just need to go home and watch porn.
Oh, I thought you were going to say go outside and smoke a cigarette.
Oh, no. We're talking about like
that,
porn
yeah,
addiction,
yeah.
right? So porn
Yeah.
addiction is like you're at work, you know, and maybe not like this environment because it's, I mean, this is also like a working environment, but it's not an office.
Yeah,
but if you're like in an office where you're wearing a suit and tie and shit,
And you're
you're
going
at
in
your
the
desk
bathroom.
and you're like, yo, I need to watch porn right now.
Yeah, it's a
Like I
problem.
really need to watch it. Or you go to the bathroom to watch something real quick, or you like go to the bathroom to jerk off. There was actually an Uber fact, and I don't know how credible they are. I just don't know. But they put up this thing that said 40% of employees who work in offices in New York City have jerked off in the bathroom.
I 100% believe it.
That's a little out of control, don't you think?
Yeah, but I believe it, though. Because here's my thing is like, I feel like a lot
40
of...
is so high.
Yeah, but a lot of people are forced to like hide their like sexual... Like when you get horny, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it hits you out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah,
You're
but-
just horny. Some people have better self-control than other people. That's where your problem is you don't have self-control.
Clearly. But, dude, jerking off in a bathroom.
People do it. People do it.
I wouldn't jerk off in my own bathroom.
Yeah, I don't jerk off in my bathroom.
I don't either.
No. Yeah.
Do I?
I was like, wait. No, I don't. I don't even enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to confine myself. Jerking off in a confined area is not for me.
Oh, you like being outdoors?
Not outdoors, but I need some room to breathe. I need to spread these thighs.
Yeah.
You know? You ever hold your balls while you jerk off?
Hold them?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, because
Like
I watch...
cup them?
Yeah, because I've seen, like, guys, like, in pornos, like, they'll hold their balls while they do it. I feel like all those guys have, like, coming methods. Like,
Probably.
squeezing it.
Squeezing your balls?
Like, no, squeezing, like, their dick.
Oh.
And then, like, releasing it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see that, though, right?
Yeah, but I'm worried about that because I'm like, yo, if things get backed up, it could, like, go inside of me.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah.
They like pinch it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what are you doing?
Take it easy on
And then
that
I
tip.
saw take it easy on my tip. And then I saw one guy like doing this to his nuts. He was going like
Like playing the guitar?
yeah, he was like
F minor?
Yeah. And then
I can see how that would be kind of fire, though.
yeah, you know what? I don't want to judge him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how, like, yo, if you want to, like, grab your balls while you're being it, go ahead. I just, like, that's too, that's like one of these things.
Yeah,
It's like you gotta,
I could. Yeah, it'd be tough.
it's a tough thing to, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. But I
What's
think
weird,
that,
you know what's weird? Titty fucking, but it's cool. And what I mean, it's weird for the girl.
you can't be enjoying that.
I hate in pornos when like, oh yeah. I'm like, this doesn't feel good. You have like a man that weighs like 50 pounds, 60 pounds more than you, just humping your tits.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's fire.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's cool, but it's not probably great for them.
No.
Unless there's some of this.
Oh yeah.
Some dude reaching back trying to
playing a little
F minor.
Yeah. Clitar.
But you know what's crazy? Clitar. That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta pound you for that. It's a weird choice of words talking about this. But there was this video. I forgot what the company's name of it, but they put it out and they interviewed people, like 100 people, and they asked them the last time they masturbated.
Okay.
And I just found it interesting because it's like, I feel like it's something that's like frowned upon, and there's always jokes people make like after you like you
come
after you come, you're like, you feel shame or whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's that stigma, and it's not something, you don't really know anyone's like schedule. You know what I'm saying? Other than you're like very close friends, but you don't know if it's just you guys. And then you're interested in like, how often is everyone masturbating?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to hear. Like a lot of people were like, oh, right before I got here. You
Yeah,
know?
I think,
or like this morning or last night, like late.
I think for a lot of people it's a calming thing.
Calming?
Like calms them down. Like a lot of people like to masturbate, say, before sleep probably. That's probably when most masturbation starts.
Before sleep?
Before sleep and probably right in the morning before you get up to do stuff.
Yeah, midday, like a 3 o'clock jerk off is like, ugh.
Yeah. You should be doing something else besides jerking off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. So would you?
I'm not saying I've never jerked off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Would
I'm
you
just
say?
saying,
Yeah. Would you? Yeah, on like a sick day, like, you know.
just on a day.
Yeah, I'll throw it around before the sun goes down.
Yeah. We had a whole other idea for a show before this.
We haven't touched it.
Haven't even touched it.
The fuck was I talking about?
That's why
Do you
therapy's
think-
awesome, though. I'm just throwing that out there because you can talk about anything.
Yeah, it's interesting that you're asking questions about shit that has nothing to do with you.
Because those are the things that I think about a lot of the time.
Jerking off?
Well, no, just like stuff like that. Like,
Is it unhealthy? Do you worry that?
I'm sterile.
No.
I only brought that up because I watched Handmaids last night.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. But sterile. Not where I was going at all. Do you ever fear that you either watch porn too much or jerk off too much?
I have at times in my life, for sure, 100%. I'm being as transparent as possible.
Yeah. I feel that's what I feel like everyone has.
I feel like I would be lying to say that I didn't.
I feel like everyone has.
Yeah, I feel like I've had times where I was like just, like way too into it, I would say.
Yeah.
And
it became too much of a routine.
It became too much of a routine, almost to the point where it was like, not that I couldn't wait to jerk off, but it was like,
you knew it was coming. You were looking forward to it.
Right. Like I was like, man, busting a nut later is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But like, let me do this work first. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's how I felt. And like I would say that, like I mentioned it before, like in my early 20s. Now I don't know if that's like a hormonal thing, but like at some point I was like, maybe I should watch like a little less porn, jerk off a little less.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I honestly haven't been watching that much porn. Like it still happens, but I don't like.
I really can't.
I try to cut back on it because my worst fear.
Me too. I've cut back on it. I was gonna say that.
My worst fear is that I eventually will not be able to be stimulated by a person.
Yeah, you could be desensitized for sure.
And maybe that's like a wild thought, and it would take like a lot more because like I don't think that I watch that much porn, but I like or like jerk off like crazy.
Right.
But it's just like a fear of mine. Just like I feel like it's an irrational fear of
like,
I won't be able to be stimulated without. I don't know.
No, but I think that's more rational than you think it is. Like of a thought.
No, I think it's irrational because of I know the amount that I watch porn and I jerk off, and I don't think it's like super excessive.
Right, but it's not bad to like step on a match before it becomes a fucking house fire. Like it's not bad to address it early.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm saying what I'm trying to say is like it's irrational in the thought of like no one's gonna be like, yo, you're heading down a bad path here.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's also something that's like smoking. You could see somebody smoking and be like, had that conversation with him, like, yo, it's gonna be a bad path. You keep smoking.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't coming in your room while you're jerking off and be like, hey,
man.
it's a bad path. You're going down. Slow it down.
You're beating the hell out of it. You're gonna yank the thing off.
Do you think you'll teach your kid how to jerk off? And by that, I'm not saying show him how to do it. But if your kid asks you about it.
Let me stop you.
What?
No.
I'm not teaching him. Like
My kid's not going to ask me, hey, Dad, how do I jerk this thing?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the physical action. Teaching is the wrong word. But, like, school him on it. Like, listen, like, this is something you do, like, in private. Like teach them, like, you can't just be jerking off everywhere.
Dude, I think that's like innate in humans that you don't pull your dick out and jerk off on the playground.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some people do it.
Yeah, like crackheads.
If you caught your kid jerking off, you're not going to talk to him about it?
I'm going to knock him out, and he won't remember it.
In a real world.
In a world, he's getting socked.
If you catch him jerking off, you really going to get mad at him?
In the park?
No, I mean in your house.
Oh, I thought you were talking about out in public. I'm like, I'm punching him as hard as I can.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, no. No, in my house, I don't give a shit.
No, but if you catch him, are you going to mention it to him, or are you just going to, like, you know what? Let's just eat this bacon and eggs and go our ways.
If I catch him, what am I going to say to him? If he's jerking off in his room and I accidentally walk in?
Yeah, if he's jerking off and you're like, all right, good night, Joe Jr., and, you know, like one of those, you're not going to go in there and be like, what's going on here? But you close the door and you're like, he was jerking off.
Yeah.
Are you going to, like, sit down and talk to him about it?
No.
I think I would.
What are you gonna say?
I would say that, listen, what you were doing in your room last night was normal. A lot of people, most likely everybody does it. I don't want to, like, say everyone.
Yeah, but I think he knows that. I don't think he's in there like, oh my God, no, and he's crying.
No, but I would.
If he got really upset about it and was like apologizing to me, I'd be like, dude, relax. It's like normal.
That's what
but
I'm
not
saying.
gonna go out of my way and be like, listen, man. Like if my dad called me jerking off and then had a conversation with me, like, Joyce, why don't you know it's normal? I'd be like, Dad, shut the fuck up. I'm eating my Cheerios. That's enough.
I think I would say it's normal. Don't worry about it.
If he felt upset or if he felt like weird about it or like whatever, I'd be like, dude, not a big deal. Whatever, we all beat it. You come knocking into my room at 10:30, you'll see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You come in at 10:30 while your mother's asleep, you'll see what's going on.
I would just be like, yo, it's normal, bro. Like, how do you think you got here? You're Jizz. We're all Jizz.
We're all Jizz.
Yeah. And whatever the girls give us, yeah, I know.
That's the title.
We're all Jizz.
Yeah.
My children's book, just me on the front.
We're all Jizz. Philosophical beliefs by Daniel Opiori.
But yeah, and also if you have a daughter, right, and you have to talk to her about sex, that's gonna be weird, right? Is it the mom's job to talk to the daughter about sex, or is it both parents should be there for the conversation?
I find that to be very intimidating. I don't think that
both
that's
parents talk to you at the same time.
Yeah, it's not a parent-teacher conference, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think? The mom, maybe, probably, right?
It would depend. It would depend who has a like that kind of relationship
right
with the kid. I don't think it matters who it is. I think majority of the time, girls will gravitate towards the mother for that sort of thing.
Yeah. But
there are daughters who have a way better relationship with their father, and then maybe that's where the conversation happens. But I also, how would you feel about your daughter at like, she's like 15 and she comes to you and she's like, listen, like you just have that relationship with your daughter.
And she's like, I had sex.
Or she tells you that she wants to start experimenting. Are you going to be like, yo, don't fucking do that shit?
No, I'm not going to do it because I don't want my daughter to be scared of me. And, like, a part of me feels like kids kind of have to, it's part of growing up.
Fucking?
Yeah, it is.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucking at 13, 14.
Yeah, but that's not typical.
It's not typical, but, like, I think a part of it is my daughter would be an idiot to come to me and say she wants to be experimenting. Because then I'm going to lie. I wouldn't know what to say. But what I'm thinking that I would say is, now I have to talk to you about how being safe and what guys are like.
Right.
You know? I would hate that conversation.
Knowing you, though, I feel like you'd be like, go to your fucking room right now and I'm not having this conversation.
Yeah, I would need some time to think about it. Because if I came in there, like, freestyling, I could probably, like, ruin her entire future.
Yeah, probably.
And I don't want to do that. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to like tell a girl like, no, like sex is bad.
You should wait until you're at least 18.
Yeah, and then like they're afraid of themselves.
I forgot who it
I
was.
don't want my kids to be afraid of themselves to experiment or whatever. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
I want to act like I'd be a nice dad in that situation.
yeah,
But
it's.
a part of me is like, someone's gonna fuck my baby.
I forgot. Yeah,
I don't want this.
I feel like, you know, I hope that I have a relationship with my future daughter, like that, where she would feel comfortable enough to come talk to me. Because
That's awesome.
to do it behind your back is one thing, but I know that if you're coming to me and you're telling your father, like, I'm thinking about experimenting with sex or whatnot, clearly that's you being like, I'm going to listen to the advice you give, and
Right.
like, I will apply that while also doing what I want, like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which I think would make me feel so much better about it. Because if it happens behind your back, like if your daughter's like, I'm thinking about experimenting sex, and you're like, listen, go to your room, or I'm going to flip this table right now.
Right.
She's going to go out and she's going to go fuck anyway.
Or if she comes up to you and it's like, hey, listen, I need to go on birth control.
Well, there's different reasons for that too. She could have like very bad cramps and whatnot, and like
No,
some
but
birth
like,
control helps with that.
but out of nowhere, I'm like, why do you need this birth control?
Yeah.
And then she's like, because I'm having sex. And I'm just like, oh my God, everyone's dead.
Oh my God, everyone's dead.
You know, like, I agree with you with the coming to talk to you before.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, but I forgot who it was, because it was very interesting, because for a very long time I was the one to say that, you know, if my daughter, who was like 15 years old, came to me and like said some shit like that, I'd be like, no. You know, like I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
But after talking to, I wish I remember who it was, but they told me that they did that when they were younger. And they went to their father and said that. And their dad, like, went out and when they had the conversation about, you know, here's this, here's that, and like, here's some like condoms or whatever, and
Right.
like, don't like do this or that, or make sure, like, blah, 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 whatever the conversation you're going to
Yeah.
have. And I thought that was just really cool, because even though they are underage, you know,
Sex is normal, though.
But
And
it's
for
like
kids in high school to be having sex.
people
like,
are
let's be
fucking
real.
in high school.
They're fucking,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like, yeah, what is it illegal? Is it?
No, if you're the same age, I think it's like you're allowed to do it. I think I'm not up on consent laws here.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I know this. Don't touch that.
Yeah. But I think if you're like, if there's consent there and you're both the same age, I think you could do it. I think.
Yeah. So whatever. But like, yeah, are you young? Are you whatever? Don't get fucking pregnant. This would be terrible for you right now.
That's the only thing that's crazy. It's like, listen, like diseases, yeah, I get it, but like most 16-year-olds don't have herpes.
right.
You know what I mean?
They're fucking for the first time.
They're fucking for the first times, or like getting blown for the first times, going down on each other for the first times, whatever.
Suck it in. Just yeah.
Yeah, you know, but they're doing that. It's just, I'd be more
Yeah.
worried because for some reason, scientifically, you can get pregnant when you're like 13.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the thing I'd be worried about the most. Is just wearing condoms.
Yeah, you got to be.
That's
the
thing.
Yeah, you really just don't want a child. You know, I really hope I
Jeez.
do have a cool relationship with my kids, that they can like come talk to me about that, because I didn't have that with my parents. My parents and nothing against them. It's just they're very. See, it's a mixture. Like, they're old school and traditional in certain ways, but you know, whatever. Like, me and my family, like, we don't talk about sex. Like,
Well,
to this day, we don't talk about
They
it.
let you figure it out.
Well, yeah, they let us figure it out, and they gave us a lot of freedom too. But also, there was things that they sheltered us from. But we were allowed to stay out because they trusted us. Like, oh, you could stay out, come back at 6 for dinner, and then be home by 11.
Yeah.
Like, I could usually be out at a younger age more than most kids my age.
Right.
You know,
There was that
give and take.
leash of trust there.
Yeah. But as far as sex things go, we never talk about it. To this day. Like, me. My sister.
I can't envision your mom talking about anything potty.
Forget about that. Just think about like me and my brothers and sisters and how close we are, but we don't talk about that. And like, I'll bring it up sometimes. Like, you know,
But
what's
what
weird?
do you mean, like, you don't talk about it?
Like, we won't make jokes, or we won't like refer to anyone else having sex, or no one brings up like, oh, here's this funny story that happened while I was having sex. Like, no one talks about anything like that. You know what I mean? But some people are different. Some people have that relationship with their siblings, but we never had that. So no one talked about it ever. So it's just something that you have to figure out on your own.
Yeah.
And
I see
then
what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you ever talk about that though?
Like with my family?
With anybody, like your brothers or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, me and my brother Mike were very close, so like we went to high school together. So
I guess that's a little different.
So we were in high school together, and he was older than me, and like he kept an eye on me and was like, "Yo, listen, like I see you like with these little like chicks and stuff. Like it's cool, but like just be careful and like don't get in trouble, you know, and just be safe and shit." Like my brother like used to give me condoms and shit when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
but like as we get older, I feel it's weirder to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
Because, like, we were both going through it at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you're horny as fuck. I'm horny as fuck. Let's just go out in the wild and let's just rendezvous later and let's just talk about what we found.
yeah, but I'm saying
but, like, we talked a lot about sex in our house.
yeah, we never did ever talked about anything, and to this day we don't.
Well, the reason why we talked a lot about sex is because my brother had a kid at 16.
Right.
So it had to be brought up.
Right.
It had to be. So it was like, I didn't know that you could have babies at 16.
Just to give you an example, right?
I had no idea.
Like Christmas, when the whole family is together, is there a shot of anyone ever being like, so listen to that, even if they're married, right? Let's say it's like your oldest brother, he's married to somebody, and he's like, oh, I gotta tell you this funny story. Like me and whoever, we were having sex, and like her head hit the wall, and it was hilarious.
Zero chance.
Really?
Yeah, zero.
Okay.
Zero.
See, some families do that.
Yeah, if mom and dad are around, that's not happening.
Well, yeah, forget about them. If it was just like you guys.
Still probably not. But if it's just the boys, we'll be talking.
Yeah. But see, we
When
don't
they
do
leave,
that.
we be talking again.
But we don't do that. Like me and my friends, obviously.
What about you and your brothers?
We don't.
See, that's like, I don't know. It's not weird, but like,
We just don't. I don't know why.
I'm surprised you don't.
Well, like I've tried. Like the only person who's most receptive to it is my sister. Like
Right.
she doesn't mind making like jokes sometimes or like whatever, but I could tell that people are like uncomfortable with that.
Oh, like a girl will make it because she's a girl?
No, just because it's like I don't want to hear about this. Like even like Frankie, his brothers are like they're lunatics, right? But when their sister's around, she can't even hear about like things that happened and like, oh, I hooked up with this girl, and she's like, I don't want to hear it.
See, I see like sisters like they'd be like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
I don't know. It's weird though.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's normal.
I think that
some people have different boundaries.
Yeah, I think that like sex and like all that stuff has a weird stigma, and I just know that from being in my house the whole time. Not that there's no one thinks it's bad.
No, but
it's just that it's
also-
not talked about enough, and it's not like an open thing, so it feels taboo.
So do you like that or you dislike that?
I don't.
Or you just like
I don't really feel
like a
compelled.
yeah.
I almost, it makes me almost, when people are super open about it in front of like parents and shit, it makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, like I don't mind having a conversation about that if it's like you fucking, even if there was like 3 of my friends and all of their girlfriends and like a conversation came up about sex, like that doesn't make me uncomfortable.
Right.
But if I was with you and with Mike and whatever, and your parents were there and your family doesn't mind that sort of thing, so you guys start talking about it, I'm not going to join in on that conversation. I'm going to be like, yo, because I feel weird.
That would be extremely uncomfortable to put somebody through that.
Right, but
Yeah.
some people, like the parents, like don't mind because they have that relationship. But
Yeah.
like I'm sort of envious of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no,
because
I hear
I
you.
would like to have for my kids to not view sex as this thing of like I have to hide it or I have to like whatever, and like I would
Right.
rather them be super educated and everyone be on the same page. So
Yeah.
it's just like you're not. I feel like at that point it's impossible for it to be like you fuck it up or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It doesn't get like
If you're educated about
it
sex,
doesn't get like blacklisted in the living room.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because then I don't know. I hope I'm not like that way. Even though I feel like I am now, of being like I said, if someone was doing that in front of their parents, I'd be like, yo, chill, you
Yeah.
know? Or people I'm meeting for the first time, like I don't really.
Want to hear about your sex life?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's heavy. I'm like I don't,
Yeah. It's like I don't want to hear about the most intimate part of you at this moment.
Yeah, but that's something that, like I said, it's like a weird thing.
But what do you think? Like when it comes down to like your kid coming home with somebody, male or female, are you gonna let them sleep at your house?
It depends how old they are.
How old?
Well, I
Can they
also
start having
would,
sleepovers?
I also would want to talk to their parents.
Oh
and see
yeah,
if they're
we all
cool
gotta
with it.
have a meeting.
Yeah, my dad used to call everyone's parents
Because if my son's dating your daughter, I need to know that you guys know about that. Because I don't want some fucking guy showing up at my house at 3 a.m. and I gotta shoot somebody now because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know why he's here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Like, hey, our kids like each other. They're dating. They'll be at your house. They'll be at our house. What are things you don't want to happen?
if you don't want them in the same room, cool.
Yeah. If
Or like the
someone's-
door's got to be open or
Yeah.
something.
What don't you want to happen?
Yeah.
Well, I'll respect your rules at the house.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why it's good to have that.
Yeah. I don't
We're
know.
gonna be great dads, bro.
I hope so, man.
We're gonna be
because
sick.
you know what it is? Because my dad specifically was very strict with that shit. He's like, yo, if a girl is sleeping over, she's gonna sleep here and you're gonna sleep here, not in the same room.
That's trash.
Those were the rules
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. What were my parents doing? They were just letting me do stuff.
How old were you when you're like you could sleep in the same bed as some girl? It's just blowing my mind right now. This is how far away from that I am.
I don't want to throw my parents under the bus here.
Why?
But
No,
like,
everyone's different.
But like
16.
yeah.
So like your sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, well, yeah, my sophomore year of high school, and like my parents knew I was fucking when I was 13 because I told them.
Okay.
Like, I would probably tell my kid to not have sex at 13,
Yeah, I would recommend that.
you know? But they couldn't stop me. I was an unstoppable force. I was a monster.
What are you doing? You're like grabbing the table and like rocking like you're on a ship.
It's the thing with my leg. I have to get like postured up.
Yeah, man, it is. Yeah, but no.
Guy Frankie won't stop texting me.
There was a time where this girl that I was seeing, she was sleeping over because we went out to a bar.
At what age? Is this the girl that cried?
Cried.
Didn't you go to like Palladium one night and some girl cried because
What's
her phone?
Palladium?
It's like a kid teen bar.
Some girl cried. What are you
Some
talking
girl
about?
cried because like her mom found out she wasn't somewhere.
Oh, no, I was underage at that.
Oh,
at
okay,
that.
all right.
That's one of my good friends, Eleni.
Yeah.
We went out and she was like, yo, her mom goes, yo, you got to be home at whatever it was, like 2:00, but it was daylight savings. And they're like very old school
She
Greek. So
lost
I don't
an
even know
hour,
if they knew that. And like it was 3:00 at 2:00 and
She lost it, right?
her mom went fucking ape shit.
That's a funny story.
And she was like, you're not my daughter. And she was crying and shit. I was like, yo.
European people are so quick to disown their
Oh,
children.
I love it. I love that shit so
They're
much.
so into
I
it.
remember we were like in a diner and Eleni's crying and shit. And she's like, I have to go home. My mom's freaking out. And I was like, Eleni, your mom, you don't have a mom. Like she disowned you.
You have no home. That's funny.
Yeah. No, it was way after that. We went to a bar around here. So I guess I was 21, unless I was 20. But it was one of those bars that like I knew the bouncer and
Right.
everyone from the neighborhood went there. But we went there. No, I definitely was 21. I was definitely 21. So I was 21 at minimum. And I was dating this girl and she came from Jersey and she was staying at my house. And I had a room in the basement where that's where I slept.
Yeah.
And she slept there and I had to sleep upstairs on the couch.
At 21?
At 21, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. It's wild, right?
I mean, I respect it. Like, there's rules to a house.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But that's OD, son.
It's OD, yeah. I agree.
I love your dad. That's OD.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, you can hang out down here and like do whatever
But
you
at
want.
night, no.
But like, if you're gonna fall asleep, go upstairs.
Chill. I ever tell you a story?
No, but think about it. It's not that's not the worst thing.
No,
it's
it
not like,
could
yo,
be worse. Like, get out of here.
Well, it could be like, yo, at 11 p.m. you're going upstairs.
Lights out.
Yeah, there wasn't a lights
yeah.
out. It was like, yo, you want to stay down here until 3 a.m.
Finger
whatever.
each other, do whatever you got to do.
But sleep
not all
sleep
night.
upstairs. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I slept on a couch.
But
It's crazy. Damn, I just remembered
yeah,
that.
no, because how much time were we at?
40 minutes.
Oh wow. All right. So like, me and Alana dated forever. So
Yeah.
one time I used to be able to stay at her house late, but I always would have to leave. I was not allowed to sleep there. Like I could hang out till 1,
Right.
but then I gotta go home.
Right.
You know. one time I fell asleep there, and I woke up. It was like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and we both had a big bio region, so it's like the state test the next day. So she was like, "Oh, listen, my mom's at work, and my dad will go to work soon." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, that's fine." Turns out he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go to work today." So I had to hide in her fucking closet for about 2 or 3 hours until her dad took a shower and she could usher me out of the apartment.
Dude.
Yeah.
There was one time that, man, I forgot what it was. I really forgot why, but I remember me and one of my friends, we were hooking up with these girls who were friends at the time. So we went to one of her house.
Right.
Because like her parents, I think, were away or something.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. They double it up.
So we were in the basement and we were like just watching movies and whatnot, and then, oh no, that's what it was. So I was supposed to. I went to. So I told them like, oh, I'm going to my friend's house, whatever, blah blah blah. I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus here. So I was like, I'm going to my friend's house. No, I wasn't Frankie.
All right.
So I was like, I'm going to one of my friend's house, right? So I go. And usually my mom would just fall asleep.
Yeah.
This was after my dad was not living with us.
Yeah.
So it was just my mom. So usually she would just fall asleep, and I was like, oh, I could just stay out until she wakes up.
Way easier to creep.
Yeah. So, and I slept in the basement, and she sleeps on the top floor of our house.
Yeah.
So I love how I said top floor, like there's 30 floors. But
No, but she's up there though.
yeah, it's two floors.
Also, thought your mom's door was an absolute linen closet.
It's a double door.
It's a double door.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was just like, no, that's linen.
It's a double door.
So when I opened that small bedroom that you guys have up there,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way Joe's mom sleeps on this twin size mattress.
No, yeah, it's a guest room now.
Yeah, I was like, no fucking way.
That was Shannon's room for a really long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the other room was bigger, but you had to put me and Keith in there.
Yeah,
so there was two beds. So
had to
whatever.
double up.
But
So you two couples were in this house?
so we were in this house, and I told my mom, I'm like, oh, I'm going here to my friend's house, right? So we're there. It's like 3 a.m. and we're just like still chilling because that kid, he was living with his aunt at the time, and I think either she was away or he didn't have to be home or something, or I think she was away, right? So wait, I think she was away. She was away. So we were at this place. And then my mom calls me. And she's like, yo, where are you?
Bad.
And I was like, oh, shit. So wait, no. She called me, so I just didn't pick up.
Oh, yeah. Initially, you never pick up.
So, because I was like, fuck, dude. But now that probably makes her more nervous.
Yeah, she's like, my son's
she's
probably
like,
dead.
She's like, where are you? Texted me, right? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I going to say? So I came up with this whole elaborate thing where I was like, well, I fucking... I told her that I was charging my phone,
right,
but it wasn't all the way plugged in, because then I just shut my phone off.
Oh,
because as soon as she called me, I didn't pick up, and then I just shut my phone off to be like, oh, my phone's dead.
Yeah.
So I guess she tried to call me again, and then she was texting me like, yo, where are you, like all this shit, blah blah blah. She leaves me in voicemails and shit. So I told my friend, I was like, yo, we gotta bounce, dude, like we're going back to your place. So on the way over there,
elaborate scheme.
I'm pretty sure I had her car too. So I turned my phone back on and I pretended I'm like half asleep and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm at so and so's house. I fell asleep and my phone died. I just plugged it in. And are you all right?
I choked on gum.
Are you okay?
This went in my throat. This went down my throat.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm right.
You don't look okay.
This went down my throat. And it was right here.
Are you going to throw up? Why are you talking like that? It's freaking me out. You're going to put it back in your mouth.
Carry on.
You got throat gum?
Yeah, come on.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you went to your buddy's house.
And I told her that I fell asleep and my phone like died.
She bought it?
Probably not. Like she yelled at me anyway.
Doesn't have enough evidence.
I don't know. I didn't know what else to say because I didn't think she'd be like awake. I used to sneak out all the time and take her car. and just pray to God she didn't wake up.
Yeah.
Because, yo, the fact that, like, for her to find out that I wasn't home, she would have to get out of her bed, walk down a flight of stairs, and then walk to the other side of the house and walk down another flight of stairs to check if I was sleeping there.
Oh, yeah, there's a process.
Yeah, so I was like, she's never going to do that.
No.
So I would just leave.
No, and you weren't, like, getting into trouble.
No, I wasn't smoking meth or anything, but
yeah.
I would leave
Yeah.
and then, like, hope she didn't wake up by the time and try to put the car in the same spot.
You want to know where your son is at, like, 3 a.m.
Yeah, I was an idiot, but, you know, that's that. I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I
'cause
need some water.
Yeah, I think you're... you're a
You ever swallow gum before?
No.
That was scary for a little bit. I can't wait to see it on the camera because I couldn't get it out of my throat.
I didn't even notice until you were like... I was like, yo, what's this kid doing? He's going to throw up on me. Yeah.
But now I'm good.
All right. Anyway, that's all for this week's Patreon episode, everyone. Thank you so much for being a patron and supporting the brand here.
I'm alive.
Danny's alive.
Yes!
Almost went down.
Yeah, almost died.
That would have been great content for the Patreon exclusive, though.
I guarantee you, if I died on an episode, would you release it?
Are you insane?
You would.
Yeah. Man dies. Man uploads.
Rest in peace.
That'd be the next Logan Paul.
Yeah.
It's what he wanted. You went out doing what he loved.
Out doing what he loved. Choking on cum.
I would have you know what? I wouldn't have let you die though. I would have Heimlicked you, and that would have been great content.
I was a couple seconds away from being like,
I would
"Yo,
have
we
turned
gotta-
this
we gotta
whole
cut-"
ship around.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna have to cut this. I'm dying.
Yeah, because you're the likable one, and I'm not the likable one. But if I Heimlicked you, I would just reverse.
Oh, the roles are reversed.
Oh,
That'd be the
God.
biggest heel turn of all time.
I'd be a hero, and then you'd be mean because you'd
Yeah.
feel weird about like.
I didn't need you to save me.
Yeah.
Couldn't save myself. Don't touch me.
Don't get away! I had it.
So many people like that too.
I know, they're crazy. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for being supportive of the show. We appreciate that so much. That's why we do the extra episode for you guys. Told you we were going to make these a little extra longer. We're at, right now, about 50 minutes. Okay, usually they're around a half an hour, but Danny's dead right now. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. Keep spreading the word. Keep showing love. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time. Danny, you got anything? All right.